Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Jessica and I'm going to be a second year kindergarten teacher. And today I'm going to show you how you can make your own magnets for the classroom. So I'm going to show you two different types that I've made this summer. And the first type that I made are these just like glass ones with numbers on it. You can kind of tell there's a glare, but they're just small glass stones that I got from Dollar Tree and that I glued a magnet to the back that will be perfect for lunch count. And the other magnet that I made, I'm going to show you, are printable magnets and how you can print them on your computer and cut them on your Cricut if you have one. So I'm excited to show you. To make the glass beads, what you're going to need is, first you're going to need the glass beads from Dollar Tree. Now these came in a pack of like, I want to say around 15 to 20. So I got two of them and they're nice because they're a little bit bigger than the other ones. The other ones are about like that big, so it's a little too small, and especially for little fingers. So I recommend the bigger one just because it's easier to grab and it'll be easier to put the numbers on them. So once you have those beads, the next things you're gonna need are magnets. I just got these from Amazon. I think it was like a pack of 100 for like $8. So totally reasonable, and I use them for everything. You'll also need some clear tacky glue. This is Eileen's. Again, I just got it from Amazon, but I'm sure you could also get it from Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or like any craft store. And you're also going to need Cricut vinyl for the numbers or whatever design you want to do. And then you're also going to need the background color. So for some of these magnets, I used cardstock and I just traced around the glass stone and cut it out. And that worked okay. When I was gluing them down, a lot of them started to curl up on the edges. So halfway through I switched to using vinyl. And I didn't actually use my Cricut to cut it. All I did was trace the stone, and then once I cut it out, I stuck it on the opposite side and it worked fine. These ones are actually both vinyl, and I think it actually works a little bit better. So what you're gonna wanna do first is to go ahead and make all of your numbers on the Cricut. When you put them on the Cricut Design Studio, you're gonna wanna make sure that each number fits inside these boxes. Most of these stones are like a little over 1 inch by 1 inch. So I think just to be safe, it'd be best to put it inside those small boxes. And once you've done them all, what I did was I dragged them all, and then you're gonna wanna go down here and click attach, because that way when you go to print it, it's not gonna make them all super, super close together, because that's what happened to me the first time. And then also when you're on the print preview, you're gonna wanna make sure that you click mirror, because you're gonna want the sticky side to be opposite so that you can put it facing the front. So once you've printed your numbers and transferred them onto the stones, just make sure, especially for those teen numbers, that you do it backwards. When you are looking at it, it's gonna be backwards. So for example, when I was making number 15, if I'm looking at it like this, I'm gonna put the 1 on the opposite side of what I would normally do because it's backwards. And then the 5 would be on this side. Again, if you do it wrong, I just used my little tweezer tool from the Cricut, and I was able to just pick it up and move it to the right place, and luckily you can see through and make sure you did it right. So once you do that, you're gonna wanna get either your vinyl or your cardstock. And what you're gonna do next is just to place the glass stone on the vinyl or the cardstock, whichever one you prefer, and you're gonna go ahead and use a pencil to trace really tight along the edges, just like that. It's hard to do with one hand. Okay, so once you've traced it, it should kind of look like this, and it doesn't have to be a perfect circle by any means. Most of these are not circles anyways. You just wanna get like a rough sketch of what it looks like. So once you have traced it, you're gonna go ahead and take your scissors and cut out that circle, even like with the white thing. Don't peel off the sticker yet. You're just gonna wanna cut this circle. And I've noticed too, it works better if you cut almost like a little bit of it off. I make sure that I don't have any of the pencil line left after I cut it, because when it curves up on the sides, it doesn't really stick as well. So it's better to cut more off, honestly, and once you put it on there, you won't be able to tell. So I've cut it. I'm just testing to see if it fits right and it looks good. And all I'm gonna do next is peel off, if I can get it, the vinyl, and place it on the bead. And there you go. So very easy. If you were doing cardstock, the only difference is once you'd cut it, you'd have to use glue, in which case I would just get the regular clear tacky glue and like put a small dot on it. But like I said, it does kind of curl up at the end, so you kind of have to pay a little bit more attention as it's starting to dry, just to make sure it's not getting those curls. But if you do the vinyl, that's it. Very easy. I didn't have a number on this one because I already finished all my numbers and I didn't want to waste more vinyl, but I'll make a cute magnet. So just a small amount of glue. And then you're just going to want to put it right in the middle. Press down. And there you go. And just watch it dry. Okay, so for the next magnet we're going to make, I thought this was so cool. I love being able to craft my own things for the classroom, and especially when it will make my life easier next year, or next month. But so the second thing I made was this bathroom sign. It just says, "Is it a good time to use the bathroom?" And then I printed a thumbs up. There could also be a thumbs down. So I printed it on magnetic paper and then cut it with my Cricut. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna place this on my magnetic easel right at the front of the room, and right under it I'll be able to put the magnetic thumb, and I'll just flip it. If it's during a lesson, obviously it would be a bad time to go to the bathroom, or if it's during independent work or centers, that would be a better time to go. So it's just a good visual for them. So I'll go ahead and show you how you can print something from your printer and cut it on your Cricut. I actually made this in PowerPoint because the magnetic sheets are kind of expensive, so I wanted to make sure I used as much of it as I could. So what I did is I just put all of this on PowerPoint, and I purchased some clip art of some coins. And once you have it how you want it, what you're gonna do is screenshot your page. So if you don't know how to screenshot, you're gonna wanna press Command, Shift, and 4 all at the same time. And once you've done that, it should show up right there in your desktop. Next thing you're gonna wanna do is start a new project on your Cricut and go ahead and drag the picture from the upload. You're gonna have to click this, I forgot to show you guys that. But once you do that, it'll show up like this, and you're gonna want to click the one that looks like the image you want. So if I were to click simple, it takes all the color out, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna go with complex, continue. This part you're just gonna wanna take away the background so that it knows what areas it's gonna cut. So you just click the outside, pretty easy. And then this is showing you how it's gonna cut. Save. And there you go. So you're just gonna go ahead and insert it to your page. Okay, now the tricky part is this magnetic paper is white on one side, but the magnet's on the other side. So you really wanna make sure that you put it in your printer the correct way so that you're not printing on the wrong side, because it's gonna smear, it's not gonna stick to anything magnetic because it's gonna have the ink all over it. So just really make sure. For mine, I put mine in upside down and it goes through the printer and comes out like this. I know that is most printers, but you may just want to check with a regular piece of paper. What I did is I just took a yellow highlighter and drew like a heart on the corner, sent it through the printer so that I could see which side it would print on. So go ahead and put it in however your printer takes it. You're gonna send it to your printer, Yes, my printer is called Prince Charming and I'm not ashamed. Print. Once you've printed it, make sure that when you put it on your mat, you put it in as even to the line as you can. When you're about ready to put it in the Cricut, the only thing you want to make sure to change is the material. So instead of clicking vinyl or whatever you normally use, you're going to want to go to materials. I just type in magnetic and whichever one yours is. I would choose the smaller one or the thinner one so that it doesn't cut your mat. And you should be good to go. You just peel it off the mat, it'll come right apart from the rest of the magnetic sheet and you're good to go. Mine did have a little bit of struggles this time. I think just because the image was not the best quality, I just got it off Google. But it'll be perfect for what I need during calendar to practice some coins, and it was pretty easy. So there you have it. That's how you can make magnets to use in your classroom. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I thought it was helpful. Have an awesome day and make sure to like and subscribe.